a little video about my new Precision Matthews 1440 GT lathe. I'm posting this because there was another posting where there was a difficulty with the spindle and motor and VFD causing a hesitancy in its startup and resulting then in the gears grinding. So I'm in the midst of doing it. I'm not finished making the conversion yet to VFD, but I'm getting closer. And what you see here is the control knobs and the control panel for the lathe. And the important thing I want to point out to you is that for the high, medium, and low settings, there are, in point of fact, three detents, high, medium, low, which are very close together and makes it a little hard to locate exactly. But the handle has a spring and ball in it that falls into those detents so that it locks in when you're using it. So the control panel has various knobs on it. What you see here is a jog, which is represented by this jog forward, and if you raise it up, it's a jog backwards. And you'll see the scale on this voltmeter goes to 0.6 volts roughly. It's jogging at 6 hertz, so I've more or less calibrated this voltmeter to match the frequency coming out of the motor. This is a proximity stop. It's simulator. I don't have a proximity stop yet, but if you throw that switch, it stops the turning, just like the emergency stop would. Over here we have a button which in one position manually turns on the oil pump. Another position it's off. In the third position, it either oils the work when the spindle is turning automatically. So when you engage it, it starts pumping. The green button here is a reset button on the VSD. So taking you around behind, you'll see that this motor is the same motor that was in the other video that purportedly had a problem. This one does not. And then down below you can see the electronics that I have built. They're all solid state. You'll see no relays, no mechanical relays. They're all eliminated. We have the VFD also in this backspace, and over here we have a homemade braking resistor, so that everything is contained in the back part of the stand. So let me turn the lathe on so that you can compare it to the other video. And there's the forward position. There's the reverse. And we don't see any stutter-start as this starts to start up. And that's probably because I've set the VFD to be on the constant torque setting for the acceleration, whereas I believe in the other video, they didn't state it, but I believe it's probably on the S-shaped torque curve, which means it starts out a little slower, speeds up, and there's a little hesitation in there. And I think perhaps that the gearbox, when that hesitation occurs, this heavy spindle, the chock, goes into sort of a freewheel mode and causes the gears to unlatch from being in constant acceleration, and that may be what was causing the cogging. So let me now put the setting into the other position, see if I made it. Yeah, we made it. There's the jog now, and we'll put it in gear. Reverse. You'll see the power braking is working as well. Stops it in 1 second. The acceleration is set to 3 seconds. So just so you can see it, we'll go back. While it's running, you can see the voltmeter now measures 6 volts, which corresponds to 60 hertz. And sure enough, the VFD is running at 61 hertz. So all seems fine.